Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Chandler, the Geek Slays, and welcome back to the Scuffed Ass Podcast, episode 73. This week I'm alone. Only the second time in the history of the podcast that's happened, so we'll see how this goes. Probably terrible. Nobody's ever here for me. That's for sure. I wouldn't be here for me either. Ice cream for cream. How we doing tonight? Welcome. I really have no idea what my plan is. Got to record this one earlier and wasn't able to find anybody to join me, so we're here. Game 1 of the NBA Finals happened today. The Suns won, not shockingly. I have the Suns winning the series in 5 or 6 games. Mostly because I want them to. Chris Paul deserves to finally get a ring, and Devin Booker deserves some respect being put on his name. But what I've seen on Twitter lately is a lot of people saying that the Suns have a Mickey Mouse ring, just like they did with the Lakers last year. And, they really haven't worked. They didn't have to face the toughest competition with LeBron and AD being hurt, and then Kawhi being hurt, and not having Jamal Murray in the Nuggets series. Welcome to sports. No team is ever fully healthy. Sports is a war of attrition, and the Suns and the Bucks won that war. The Bucks had an easy road to the finals also. Nobody wants to talk about that. We just want to take credit away from the Suns. We just want to take credit away from people. Because, this would be the same argument that would have been happening had the Lakers made it. Well, they faced the Suns and Chris Paul wasn't fully healthy. And then they faced, the Nuggets and Jamal Murray wasn't there. And then they faced the Clippers and Kawhi wasn't there. It's the same argument. And then or maybe they don't make any of those arguments, but they make the argument, well, the Nets didn't make the finals. And so that means that the Lakers are, they dodged the Nets and they're not a good team. That's not how sports works. Can we calm down, ladies and gentlemen? Can this whole Twitter bullshit stop of the absolute hate on great players for no reason? Chris Paul doesn't deserve to be here. He's short. He was never that good anyways. Dude's the best point guard any of us have seen in our lifetimes, and we know it. He's the greatest point guard of our generation. LeBron James, whether you want to call him the greatest of all time or not, is the greatest player of our generation, and it's not close. Don't act like it is. There's a reason that the argument has only ever been between LeBron and Jordan. And I don't like the idiots on both sides who say it's not close. It can be not close in your opinion, like, I think it's not close in LeBron's favor, but if you actually sit down and look at it, it's super close, and that's the whole point. But yeah, the Suns have faced teams who've dealt with injuries. So did the Toronto Raptors in 2019. They got lucky. So does every team that makes the finals and wins the finals. That's how it works. The Nets would have been lucky if they had actually made it, and their luck would have came from the fact that they stayed healthy when KD, Kyrie, and James Harden have... Well, James Harden, not so much. James Harden's always been healthy. It was shocking to see him be injured. But, it is what it is. Good God, what team didn't get some sort of luck for winning the finals? You have to have luck. That's how it works. Because there's always a team that could beat you. There's always a player who could have beat you. LeBron in 2016. He got lucky that Kevin Love and Kyrie stayed healthy. They got lucky when Draymond got suspended for Game 5. Would Draymond have been there, made a difference? No. It wouldn't have. And Could it have? Maybe, but I don't think it would have. It wouldn't have changed things enough. Why does... Sorry, Twitter's a weird place today. Apparently Rachel Nichols is in trouble. Sideline reporter for the NBA. Somebody who was close with LeBron. Like, that's where he would do his interviews if he did them, was with Rachel Nichols. And apparently she said some bullshit that I'm going to see if I can read now. Come on. Dude, I don't want to create an account. Fuck you, New York Times. You're trash. Oh, here we go. Some paragraphs. Nichols said the recording of the video by an ESPN colleague was hurtful. I was shaken that a fellow employee would do this and that other employees, including some within the NBA project, had no remorse about passing around a spy video of a female coworker alone in her hotel room. She said, adding, I would in no way suggest that the way the comments came to light should grant a free pass on them being hurtful to other people. ESPN declined to say whether any employees were disciplined, and Nichols said that she was told that the content of the conversation did not warrant any discipline. The only person known to be punished was Kayla Johnson, a digital video producer who told ESPN Human Resources that she had sent the video to Taylor Johnson. I don't know what she said, though. Apparently it was something to do with ESPN forcing diversity by allowing this other woman, person of color, to take her place covering the sideline reporter duties. Did my stream go down? I'm very confused. Can you hear me? Do I got an echo yet? Can you... Yeah, okay. I have an echo. My stream's having a moment. Streamlabs is busted. Whatever. It is what it is. But I mean, I don't give a shit. Honestly, it's whatever. It's not my... I don't know. I don't think it matters who the sideline reporter is. I don't know why either of them are making such a big deal out of it. I get it's a big thing for your career, but who gives a shit? Like, you're contracted employees, your pay doesn't change because you aren't covering the finals. So relax. It should have never gotten to that point. But I mean, hey, if you I'm struggling, I keep losing my train of thought. But if you really cared that much, you would have just went to your bosses with that idea. You wouldn't have just been talking about it in your hotel room. Now, the fact that you were recorded alone in your hotel room talking about something, first of all, it's strange that you were talking to yourself. But I mean, second of all, that is fucked up. I'm sorry, I'm throwing a bitch fit if somebody's just recording me in my hotel room without my knowledge. Don't like that. That's not a good way for things to work. Who's the worst NFL player to ever demand a trade? This man said Deshaun Watson. No. He's just the worst person to ever demand a trade. Eli Manning on draft night. Eli Manning is a Hall of Fame quarterback. Shut up. N'Keal Harry and Corey Coleman are both good answers to that question. Both shitty wide receivers who just were trash and requested a trade. Isaiah Wilson, the first round pick for the Titans, who got traded to the Dolphins and then cut. Man's career's over. People keep answering Aaron Rodgers. I'm so annoyed. See, this is the problem with the internet, because I don't know if those people are dumb or if they're just trying to farm the impressions and the replies. Well, if they're just trying to farm the impressions on Twitter to make themselves seem cool. But I mean, hey, you do you, right? Like, I don't understand it, but if that's really how you want to enjoy your time, then cool. Just look like an idiot on the internet. Good work. I look like an idiot on the internet sometimes, so maybe I should just chill. But I mean, I don't try to make blatantly obvious wrong statements just to impression farm. I'm just a dumbass sometimes. But how's everybody in chat doing tonight? How's your lives? It's honestly weird to be doing the podcast alone. First time I did the podcast alone, I at least had ideas for what to talk about. I have noticed something today, though, where some streamers, were talking about another streamer who, I know the story, they treated him like shit. The first streamer was a shitty person initially, and that's what led to this problem. And everybody came to the defense of the streamer who was treating someone else like shit. And my thought with that is, doing this, whether you do it as a job, as a hobby, whatever, you're going to meet tons of people. You're going to meet a lot of people. Maybe. I don't know. There's always the chance that you never experience any growth at all. You never meet anyone, and that is what it is. That sucks, but that is how this job can be. Or this hobby, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's how this can be. Twitch stream content creation can just be like that. But there will be times where you get used by other streamers, just other people, whether it be for growth, whether it be for, ideas, whatever it is, you are going to be used by people. And the thing is, the people that use you, you can never speak out against. Because if you speak out against me for using you, there will be people who come to my defense because to them I'm the most nice and genuine person they've ever met. I don't see the point in using people like that. I think creating friends is a very cool thing you can do with this type of a platform. I'm here to make friends and do this as a career, but other people are just here to get the numbers as big as they can and be as rich as they can, and I don't give a fuck about that. I want to be able to do this as a job. That's my only goal. But there will be people who come to the person who used defense, and they're the most genuine person I've ever met. This tweet looks bad, bro. When they don't know what you know about this person, because that person used you, they attacked you, they told you to your face that they weren't good people. They showed you. And because you're a bigger person and you're not going to show the receipts on Twitter, people are just going to think you're using them. And that's not how that works. I'm sorry if I come out and say that Ninja was using me. Don't come at me and say, oh, he's one of the most genuine people I ever met. Why would I? Your experience with a person and my experience with a person can be entirely different. The way they treat me can be different from the way they treat you. We need to stop acting like a person is always the same, because they're not. I'm different around certain people. You're different around certain people. You're going to act different depending on the situation. And if the time comes where you've used someone to the point where they're no longer of interest to you, you'll make up shit to get them out of your life and out of your friends' lives. And then all of a sudden, these people you met and thought were your friends aren't anymore. All because somebody, I don't know, needed you to boost their platform or just needed you for content. And that's not cool. But to the rest of the internet, the person who got cut out looks like the bad guy, when maybe that wasn't it at all. I've experienced it. I know plenty of people who've experienced it. But it'll never matter. And that's tough. But there are a lot of things that are tough with doing this as a career. Anybody who's watched any of my live streams has seen that I ban probably 2 to 3 people per stream for just being not good people. Whether they're racist or just absolutely dumb cunts, hit them with the hard T. That's just how it is sometimes. And that's something you have to deal with. And, you know, it's easy to, if you've been on the internet before that, to know that. Or if you're not super sensitive and couldn't give a fuck less, it's easy to know that. But there are also days where seeing that one comment will throw off the rest of your stream. And you'll just be down and out for that day. All because of a stupid comment from somebody on the internet. Somebody who's too scared to show their face on the internet. They use an account that's linked to nothing. They don't have a profile picture. They've never posted any content. All they do is go out and be assholes to people. Why? Who the fuck knows? It'd be awesome to talk to one of those people and see what the fuck's wrong with them. But that's not what we gotta do. We deal with the hand we're dealt. In everything. You have to deal with the hand you were dealt when you were born. Are some people going to have started off luckier than you? Absolutely. Are some people going to start it off worse than you? Absolutely. We deal with the hand we're dealt. We don't get to just be shitty people just because we've had a shitty life. That's not how it works. You don't get to be a shitty person because you had a shitty day. I haven't talked about half the shit I've went through because it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter that, you know, I had a fucked up childhood. It doesn't matter that I have ADHD, depression, anxiety, all that shit, insomnia, so I never sleep. It doesn't matter. Because that's not an excuse to be a terrible person. And I think way too often we as humans use stuff like that as an excuse. Which is not a good way to live life. We gotta stop making excuses and just do. How many successful people have you ever met that constantly make excuses for everything? None. Now, if I'm having a bad day mentally, I'll tweet it out and be like, yo, I'm not going to stream tonight because I don't want my content to suffer. But there also comes to a point where you're doing that every day. Like, that's every day of your life. That's just lazy. That's just you not wanting to do stuff. That's just you not wanting to put the work in. I feel like I'm really trying to piss people off with this episode, but this is just where my mind has wandered, and this is the path we're going to keep going down. Because I'm not afraid. But It's just one of those things. Like, I get life can get busy. That might be a fair excuse. If you are not a full-time content creator, do you have an actual job that you need to pay bills and to live? And you say, working extra hours at the hospital because I'm a nurse and whatever, or, doing anything with a real job. Yeah, that's different. That's a different feeling. But if you don't have, like, if you're me and you don't have a real job and this is what you do every day with your time, taking 99% of your time off because, well, I'm just not feeling it today. It's just because you're lazy, man. And I don't understand it. I don't understand the mindset. Literally every time I press start streaming, my allergies kick in. As soon as I end the stream, they go away. I don't understand it. But, for anything we want to do, you want to move away from your hometown? You want to move out of whatever shitty situation you're in? Do it. If you don't have the means, figure out the means. If you want to stay in that place until you have the means, you do not get to constantly bitch about my life so hard because I'm stuck in this place I hate. Do what it takes to get out of it then. God, I'm really going after people today. Who am I talking about? I don't know. I'm just talking. But we've got to stop making everything an excuse. You know, you say some fucked up shit, you don't just get to make excuses for that either. You call somebody out and whatever you said was pure bullshit. You got to deal with those consequences as well. You can do and say whatever you want, but there are consequences to those actions, especially on the internet, especially if you have some sort of presence. Now, the difficult thing is humor changes, it evolves. There was a time when a lot of things we view now were okay on the internet. Now they're not. That's something we have to get used to as people. We got to deal with that. We have to grow. We have to evolve. We have to learn. Now, do I think every single word or phrase that has ever been in existence should be banned? No. Saw something the other day talking about neurodivergency and how saying stupid is bad, idiot, dumb, whatever, lame is all bad because it has this connotation with it in that community. I'm sorry, what are we supposed to say when something is dumb and lacks intelligence? Whether we're saying it about a person or whether we're just saying it. If I say I'm dumb, if I say this game's dumb, I'm not trying to offend anybody, and I'm sorry if I call you dumb. Probably a good reason. Like, I think there are certain things where, it's just times have changed and we have to learn and expand, but there's also just a point where it's like we need to calm the fuck down with the dumb shit. Oh, can't say that. Can't curse. Can't say hello anymore. It's evil. Like, come on. Everything's offensive if you want it to be. If you look for a reason to be offended, you'll find one. Other thing. Context in situations matters. Like, like we can't just clip, you know, if I have, if somebody asks me a question through a donation or whatever, or just a chat message, and I answer the question and spend 10 minutes answering whatever your question is, and then I get clipped for 10 seconds out of that 10 minutes where it sounds like I'm saying something terrible. And nobody cares what the full context around it is. Nobody cares what the question was, or even what the other 10 seconds before and after the terrible thing I said was. Then what does that mean? Context in all of these situations, in all of these different things, matters. Whether you want to think so or not is whatever. It does. But, God, what else can I say that'll piss people off? Oh, I recorded a tier list video. Today. It'll come out next week, whatever. And oh fuck. Sorry, the new episode of Loki dropped about an hour ago. I haven't watched it yet, but there's spoilers on Twitter. I keep accidentally clicking on them. Where it was like ranking some of the best games of all time. There are 100+ games. Probably 60 of them I'd never played. I was the poor kid growing up who, maybe every year I got Call of Duty and Madden. Maybe. Just because those were the two games. Madden I could play alone, and Call of Duty is what all my friends would have. So that's what I played. I'm trying to catch up on a lot of games now, but I still don't have the money to just go out and buy a bunch of games. So I ranked Fortnite as a masterpiece of a game. Very top tier. I can already feel and see the hate I'm going to get for that. Because everybody hates Fortnite because it's a kid's game and it's blah, blah, blah. Fuck off. So the argument I made was, to me, it's a great game. I had 2 years of great memories with that game, and those will never go away, and whatever. You're allowed to not like any video game. There were video games I ranked as bad or not good or whatever that you probably love. That's just how opinions work. But there are also some facts that come along with Fortnite, and that's how it changed the gaming industry as a whole and just the impact it had on the world. Whether you like the game or not, it did. Fortnite was the game that showed everybody plays video games. Celebrities, parents, grandparents, everybody's heard of Fortnite. Everybody's talked about Fortnite. Everybody, because of Fortnite, has heard of Ninja. Fortnite turned regular gamers and content creators on the internet into legit celebrities who are appearing on Jimmy Kimmel and Conan and whatever. That's not something that happened pre-Fortnite. That game changed a lot of things in this world. It inspired more people to get into content creation. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. Created oversaturation, but it also has brought many, 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 many amazing content creators out into the world for all to see. Right? So it's like, is it a good thing or a bad thing? But then look at the impact it's had on just gaming purely. It was a free game that you get no extra content for spending money, yet your character looks different. That's nothing. Where the 2 years before Fortnite came out, we had Call of Duty Black Ops 3. It was the biggest game in the world that year. Every single gun, map, whatever was locked behind a paywall. You got the base game for $60. Then when a zombies map and 4 multiplayer maps came out, that's $15. Oh, we're releasing a new gun today. It's going to be locked in supply drops. You have to buy a ton of them and hope you get lucky enough to get it. You can't even just pay a certain number for the gun. You have to open up a bunch of supply drops, and we know you're too impatient to grind the game, so you're going to spend a couple $100 like I did because I was impatient. And also supply drop opening streams back then were fucking flawless. So from that led to Fortnite, where 3 years later, after Black Ops 3, Call of Duty moved into the free DLCs, free DLC weapons. Now we have a battle pass like Fortnite. But nothing actually important to the game is locked behind it. Any weapons we put in this battle pass, you can still unlock for free just by playing our game. It was all cosmetic shit. And that's fine. You want to spend money on random cosmetic shit, that's fine. But it's also not locked behind a gambling machine where you have to hope you get the thing you want. No, you just buy the thing you want. Is it stupid to buy the thing you want for $40 on Call of Duty? Probably, but hey, at least you are paying for the item that you want. That's something Fortnite changed. I think everybody's already forgotten about the supply drop world that we lived in pre-Fortnite. Why? I have no idea. It's like no one cares. Maybe just no one wants to remember. It's a strange idea.
I like this thing.
Ice cream for cream with the sub. I appreciate it. Sexy boy, that's a lie. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to yourself. Appreciate that tier 1 sub, though. I don't know. I've also, going back to the making an excuse for everything lately, I've been going through a lot of shit mentally. Had some stuff that I just didn't want to talk about on the internet, at least when it happened. Still don't 100% want to talk about it, but on Sunday, the 4th of July, had one of my dogs pass away. That was not great, so I decided not to stream that night, whatever. But just mentally, I'm in a tough place. Normally what helps is streaming. But as a content creator, it's really tough to not see the numbers. Maybe I'm not the only one. Maybe I am the only one who, even though I don't focus on the numbers, I see them, all the time. And, all I want to think about is, what can I do better? But the way I ask myself that normally makes whatever I'm feeling worse. It's, why isn't it working? Because asking why and, why is everything going so shitty makes it worse in my head. When if I just say, what can I do better? It's not as bad, but I never ask that. But it is, what can I do better? What games can I play to do better? How can I act on stream to make things better? What persona could I adopt to make more people more interested in my streams? That's a question every contenter. Yeah, that's the new word for us now, boys. Contenters. No, content creator has to ask themselves. Sorry, I'm trying not to sniffle into the mic, but it is what it is. Also, I love that the most popular shows in the world right now are superhero shows. Because right now, trending on Twitter is The Flash airing on the CW from last night. I don't know why that's popping up now. 2 things about Loki today.
Anyway, I got places to be, a face to fix, and bad guys to kill.
Ice cream for cream with the 1,000 bits. I appreciate it. I really do. You don't need to keep doing that. But hey, it is what it is. I appreciate it. A ton. Jesus Christ, you're already almost at the point in like a month of getting my final what's it called? Badge. The final bits badge. You already got the dual purple lightsabers. Is that the last one? No, I don't know. Jesus. Oh no, there's two more. Never mind. Yep, there's two more. You are the second person with the dual purple lightsabers, though, so congrats on that. Don't give me the kissy face. You're lying to yourself and you're lying to me. God, hopefully neither of you guys get close to the other two. I don't want to have to pay to make more. That's a lie. Pay to have more made. I don't make them. I have no artistic talent. I'm not an artiste. But also lately I've been trying to find a new car. Mine's having trouble. And my computer is being a pain in the ass. I need to replace my graphics card. Fucking can't. They don't exist. And I refuse to pay some scalper on eBay $3,000 for an $800 product. I fucking refuse. This PewDiePie G Fuel is great. The Ligonberry stuff, so good. Sorry about that. Sorry about the dead air. Had to blow my nose. Hopefully you no longer have to hear me sniffling. Hopefully I can just breathe and talk like a normal human being. Probably not. That's not what I am. But oh, other big interesting news. TikTok today crashed, was down all day. It finally returned to normal, I think. So TikTok was down like all day. Tried to post a video today, two videos today. They both fucking flopped. But no, there was a point today I woke up, I had 0 followers and I had 0 likes on my channel. Every video I had 0 views. It's like, what the fuck? You know? It's another one of those, something I worked so hard for is taken away again. You know, the mixer feeling. I wasn't ready for that feeling to happen a year later again, you know? But no, everything seems to have bounced back to normal for me. But I have a buddy who just can't get into his TikTok account anymore. He has the right password. TikTok just won't let him use the account anymore. It's like, you just lost 2,500 followers and, you know, you lost an actual following all because some bullshit happened. Bullshit that you can't control, and that's tough. So that was a long day. All those videos flopped. We're going to have to make some new videos. Hope that 2 videos flopping in a row doesn't mean the end of your TikTok career, because TikTok was finally growing. You know, you love to see it. So, oh my God. Dodgers suck. Damn. Also, I don't know what the point of these smaller stream teams are. Like super small, where every streamer has less than 1,000 followers. What's the point? Why are you grinding super hard to get into some weird version of a stream team that's not a stream team or any of that. Like, none of you are partnered, so you couldn't have made an actual Twitch stream team. You know, they're not popular. They're not. Nobody's out here saying my favorite stream team of all time is the Firebuds or whatever the fuck. Like, I get it. These teams have to start somewhere, right? But if you've noticed, actually, they start with content creators who are already actually established, like well established. Dude, what the fuck is up with my allergies tonight? God damn. But, you know, it is what it is. Man, I'm running out of stuff to talk about, but I need to go for like another 20 minutes. Jeff Bezos has officially stepped down as Amazon CEO. Bezos plans to shift his focus to his new space venture, Blue Origin. Holy fuck. So have you ever seen the way Jeff Bezos looks? Like, have you seen a picture of him? Gives off total Lex Luthor vibes, right? In this reality, is Elon Musk the superhero and Bezos is the supervillain? Is that what it is? Like, I don't get it, but Richard Branson is set to become the first billionaire to travel to space on July 11th, beating Jeff Bezos by 9 days. Are the actual people themselves going, or are they sending just a rocket? Oh no, they're both actually going.
Kill the engine.
Intriguing.
Wait for instruction. Because I'm in charge.
Sour Noodles with the follow. I appreciate it. Don't know why nothing wants to acknowledge that, but I appreciate it. Oh, it's because Streamlabs died on my end again. Or Sours Noodles. Gotta add the Z's. Gotta add those extra Z's. What's wrong with me? I have no clue. I'm just saying dumbass words. That's intriguing. Billionaires going to space. They cannot be in good enough shape to truly go to space. I'm sorry. SpaceX has been working on getting people to space a lot longer. Elon Musk hasn't gotten on the ship. I feel like something's gonna be bad. With these space flights. My favorite MLB team is the Colorado Rockies. Sorry, like I said, my Streamlabs was having an issue. It froze. You never popped up, so my bad. But I like the MLB. I haven't watched it as much, in the last 2 years as I had before. But I still enjoy it. You like the White Sox. Don't know if that's a good thing this year or not. Is it? My second favorite team, I always have two favorite teams, like a ALNL team or a AFC NFC team, would be the Minnesota Twins. So, yikes. MLB standings. They're first in their division. That's tough. And the Twins suck again. Oh no, we suck again. Every year. Don't worry, every team I like sucks. That's just kind of how it goes. Best record in the league, really. No. Not in the league. The Red Sox are 54 and 33. The White Sox are 50 and 35. The Astros are 53 and 33. The Brewers are 51 and 35. So that's just a bit better, but it's better. And then the Giants and the Dodgers are both 53 and 32 and 53 and 33. The Mariners aren't making the playoffs. Who brought up the Mariners? I didn't bring up the Mariners. Who brought up the Mariners? Yeah, well, they don't have it anymore. They're still doing pretty good, but I didn't bring up the Mariners. Jesus Christ. The Rockies fucking Jesus. So the Rockies, I didn't realize this, but they're 31 and 17 at home. They know how to win at Coors Field. That's awesome. They're 6 and 32 on the road. Do you know how goddamn bad that is? Like, that's really not ideal. But I think that is going to wrap up. Wow. I think that's going to wrap up this episode of the podcast, though. I'll be back with an actual live stream on Friday. Maybe Thursday. We'll see how I feel. Maybe I'll do an extra one this week. But for the podcast, I think that's going to do it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.